Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the counter stool. Most of the time I'm sitting right here and eating, and I have a really good functional sturdy stool. I want to go over the functionality with you because if you're picking out a counter stool, you want to choose function over form or comfort over aesthetics every day, all day. So let's get started. Let's go over the numbers. My counter is 36 inches high. My seat cushion is 26 high. So I have 10 inches between my top of my counter and the bottom of my seat. I can still cross my legs and slide them under, no problem. That's extremely important to me. But this height is great. So we have 36 and 26 gives you a nice height to sit at your counter. The back is 42 inches high. These cushions are 19 inches wide, and so therefore I can spread out. I really believe that the seat cushion should be nice and wide so your spillage can all hang out and you don't feel like you're trying to like jammy yourself into your chair. So the number one thing that I love about this chair is a swivel. I like a good swivel. I like to move around. I like to look over there, look out the window here, maybe watch TV. There is something you have to know about the swivel. It has to be tight. It can't be a quick one. So the way that you shop for stools with your children is if they can sit without anything else in the store touching anything, and if their little bums can move that without touching anything else, then you know your swivel is too fast. And when you have a too fast of a swivel, they will use it like a swing and they'll bang them. They'll be like bang, 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 super quick. You don't want those kids using it as a swing. You want a nice, tight swivel. Okay, that's really important with the swivel. Get a stool that weighs a lot. I know it sounds counterintuitive when you have kids, but get a heavy stool. When the kids go to get up on them, they're pulling themselves up. So you don't want the legs on the other side to be coming up while your child is trying to pull up on them. You don't want it to flip over on your child. The other thing is that when the little kids are sitting at them, you don't want them to push themselves over on the counter. If the stool is light and they're pushing off the island, they're gonna go over. So that is another reason why you'd want a heavy stool, but make sure you put pads on the bottom, not only to protect your floors, but also for easy for them to slide them in and out. So for a seat cushion, I recommend faux leather. Not necessarily this red color, but I love a good wipeable fabric. When I got these chairs, they had a very light color and we ruined them within the first month. And then I recovered them in this faux red leather. And I added these nail heads, which I would not recommend because if you add nail heads, they're hard to reupholster. But reupholstering stools is actually not as expensive because it's not that much fabric and not much labor to do if you don't add the nail heads. So this is Krypton fabric. This is the Holy Grail kid-proof fabric. This is actually in my dining room and I love it. It's supposed to be easily and wipe up very easily, but here's the deal. These stools get used on a daily basis. So do you really want to wipe on a daily basis? So this is what my kids eat, peanut butter and jelly, right? So, you know, just spread it on your faux leather and then like add, you know, jelly, right? Ooh, I can't get the jelly. Woo, right? And you just spread it on your seat, okay? Now, if you had the Krypton fabric, we'll put less because I mean, this is pretty dramatic, you know, okay? And we get some, you know, of this in there. And then don't forget the jelly, we'll put that there, okay? Okay, so the thing about the counter stools is if you did kid fabric, it's fine, but you have to wipe it all the time. And see how I have to actually like scrub it? Now, watch this. So if you have faux leather on your seats and this happens, which is terrible, you just literally like wipe it up. I went to town and put a lot on here, but see how it just wipes right off? That actually didn't have any water in it. No soap, no water, no nothing. And it took me less than like 5 seconds to do. So even if you're using kid-proof fabric, do you really want to put the elbow grease and scrub it out of there, or you just want a quick wipe and be done? Are you still with me? Okay, are you wondering what I'm doing? I'm doing a great tip that I want to show you. What I've done is I've taken pictures of different stools, right? So when you stand back, it actually brings this little chair into life size of what it would look like in your space. So then you stand back and you hold up a stool and you see what it would look like on with your floors, what it would look like with your island, what if it's gonna match all of the other elements in your kitchen. And then you just sort of flip through the ones that you like the most in the space. Now I know it seems like a ton of work, but stools there's many of them. And so you're going to have a high cost because you're going to bring in multiple stools. In addition, you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to buy 5 stools and then ship them back to the company. That would be super annoying. This is so much easier, just to take your stools, stand back and give a good look. Oh my gosh, this one looks really good. Except that's not faux leather. This one would look really good. Woo, woo. Okay, so real quick shopping tips. When you're going out there to buy a stool, it has to relate to your kitchen. If you have granite like me, where it has a lot of busyness in your stone, then I want to show you that if you're gonna go for a rattan, then the granite will compete. See how this is super busy with a small print, and see how this is super busy with a small print, but see how calm and nice this is. This would be like if you have quartz or marble or anything that doesn't have a lot of veining in it and a lot of busyness. So see how these two work well together? Now, if you'd like to bring in some of this like warm straw feeling, what you're gonna do is look for it really on just the seat. And then this shape here is like, it is a large scale pattern. And then this is a small scale pattern. So see how they don't fight and they actually complement each other. And if you wanted to even play it safe, you could just do that one would look good. If you did an all white kitchen with gray, bring in some warmth, bring in a wood tone for your stools. Do the rattan, but make sure that you're doing the padding underneath and make sure it's cheap so it's replaceable. Now, if you have wood floors, you might want to break it up with your stools by either doing a different wood tone or bring in a color like a black. Don't match your stools to your floor. Make sure if you're going modern in your stools that you really are paying attention to that comfort level. Modern stools aren't as comfortable as, say, farmhouse stools. So if you're trying to bring that modern in, just make sure that you're looking to make sure that you want to live with these stools for a very long time. I suggest that if you wanted to bring in a modern element into your kitchen, then do it in the light fixtures, because modern light fixtures are cool and different, but they don't sacrifice any comfort. Make sure you choose comfort over pretty every day and all day when picking out your stool. I hope this was helpful. I have written up a PDF. It is linked below for all the talking points that I have. You can take this when you go shopping and see if it hits all the marks to have a very functional stool. Invest time in picking out the right one. You will be so thankful because it is going to be the most used item in your house. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.